The P3 Solutions 2019 CAMS Queensland Rally Championship Round 4 Inspirations Paint Capalaba Hinterland Rally is brought to you by the following sponsors. The final round of the Queensland Rally Championship started as a peaceful day, but just as it became lunchtime, well, we're going to tell you all about it. But first, here's a quick preview of what the drivers had to say before the event.
Look, we had a pretty average year this year, so if we have a finish today and no problems, I'll be real happy.
Fantastic. And how's the car been holding up? Have you had any major issues this year with it, or has it been reasonably reliable so far, apart from the Whitsundays issue?
Mostly drive error this year, so but we just had to rebuild the gearbox. So it finished pretty sad after Badenoch just finished, but so expensive rebuild. So as I said, if we finish today with no dramas, I'll be stoked.
Is there any particular things you're looking forward to at Imbil? Is this the first run up here for you, or what's the history of this event for you?
I've been coming here for probably 20 years, but never competed. So I've serviced, I've spectated, I've serviced for about 3 or 4 different people up here. With ARCs and everything, but yeah, never competed, so today's a first.
Wow, okay. Yeah. So you must be looking forward to that then?
I am very much looking forward to it, yeah. Yep.
You guys are leading rear-wheel drive with about 15 points, I think, from memory?
Yep.
So you guys would be hoping to consolidate that today, or are you going to push hard from the start? What's the plan?
No, we've got to get to the end because the championship's on the line.
Yep.
So we can't go slow because we're still sort of 15 points in the lead, but that can be taken away from us if we end up last or something like that.
Yeah.
So we still got to go fast, or fast-ish.
All right. Fantastic. And Megan, how are you going as the co-driver? Are you all over it today? You're not nervous?
Well, I'm going through my book at the moment, but no, I'm all good.
You're all good?
Yeah.
So with that, the drivers went out, and let's have a look at what happened in stage 1.
Narrow bridge. Left of narrow bridge.
So stage 1 began with a tie. Gary Yeomans and Glenn Brinkman taking out the stage win. Third was Ryan Smart. And critically, the outright title contenders Brayden and Melinda were tied in 8th place, 16 seconds down off the lead, with Mel feeling confident in the car, feeling like she could really capitalise on this weekend, and Brayden just trying to consolidate his results from this year. Stage 2, and this is where the drama started to unfold.
100, dip and a hump. This is it here. Turn very hard left here, 100. Just here, yep. 130, keep right. 100, keeping right. Keeping right. Nice.
So stage 2 win went to Glenn Brinkman, with Ryan Smart in second. Third was Nathan Quinn. And critically in this stage, a big moment for Melinda. She made it through the stage, but unfortunately towards the end, she did suffer a puncture. Pulled over to check the puncture at the end of the stage, and unfortunately, that was it. The end of her championship campaign, she would go no further.
Mel.
Yes.
We just started interviewing before the interview, but that's okay. That's how we roll. We're very organised. I can't help but notice you're a little bit emotional, and I don't want to make you cry, but what's going on?
So in the Kendanga stage, somewhere along the way, a rock pierced the front right tyre, and we continued on to the end of stage, and once we changed the tyre we started up again, and then we realised we had no brakes, and we also had some other electronics that weren't working, and so we've just taken out a few things in that wheel arch, which means we can't finish.
I'm so sorry to hear that. In fact, the top 3,
yes,
I think the only one that is left, actually I'm not going to say, but let's just say it hasn't been a good day for the 3 of you fighting for the finish.
Yes.
On a brighter note,
yes,
before all of that happened,
yes,
were you having a good run?
Yeah, we were having a great run. We did really well in the first stage, so I think we did a equal top 3 time. Brayden Wilson and I did the same time, so we were
you go
on
girl.
fire.
Go girl. I'm sorry, not biased. much.
No, it was fun. It was really fun, and we were just hooting along, and Larissa was on song, and yeah, it's just a really disappointing end to our year and a disappointing end to the event for us.
Okay, go relax, and thanks for taking the time.
Thank you. No worries.
Bye.
Use the wand, and you got it. Snap. And 150 stumps. Yes, you did. Stumps on inside. Caution, stumps. Yeah. Keep right onto main. That's at 200. We'll keep right.
So the battle raged on. Stage 3, Glenn Brinkman taking out the stage win. Very close, 1 second ahead of Jack Monkhouse, 4 seconds ahead of Ryan Smart. And having a look at how the overall times are going at this stage, we have Glenn Brinkman in the lead by 12 seconds over Ryan Smart. Jack Monkhouse 25 seconds off the lead in third. Nathan Quinn in fourth, 39 seconds off the lead. And moving to the two-wheel drive championship, we had Craig keeping very, very close to Clay, ensuring that he had enough of a buffer for the championship. Brayden Wilson in 10th, blissfully unaware of Mel's troubles. And leading clubman, we had Jamie Lawson. And finally, the lead novice driver was Colin Desbrow. Stage 4 and chaos ensued. First place in the stage went to Ryan Smart, with a tied second place between Jack Monkhouse and Nathan Quinn, 5 seconds down. And curiously, Glenn Brinkman tumbled down the leaderboard, losing over a minute. The reported issue? The kill switch was flipped externally on the car, and just as big of a shock, Brayden Wilson also was forced to retire at the end of this stage. Kaz caught up with the both of them in the service park.
Tell me, you just told me you lost a minute. How are you going out there?
Yeah, no, we were going good, and then we lost all power in that last stage for a minute, and Harvey had to get out and sort it out. So yeah, so pretty hard to get a minute
Harvey
back.
had to get out. I tell you what.
I don't know how to work on the car.
Now, well, look, hey, at least you're honest. Now, in all seriousness, I think you started this one in third. Is that right?
Fourth, I think.
Fourth.
Yeah.
So, do you think you've moved up?
No.
No?
Not now.
No? Oh, look,
Yeah.
it's just 1 minute. They could
Long way
lost
to go.
3 out there. You never say never. Well, we'll see you at the end.
Sure, thank
Yeah,
you.
have a good one. I had my hopes up that you were going to take out a podium finish today. What happened?
Magnitude of different problems, sort
Yeah.
of motor, gearbox, clutch, that sort of deal. So I don't know, it's sort of self-preservation with the car anyway. We just don't want to further break things. So it's just, pretty hard trying to drive the car without a clutch and everything. So it makes it difficult.
Well, thank you for taking the time to talk to us. I am really disappointed that you didn't have a finish today, but like I said, there are so many people that are so proud to see where you've come and where you've finished. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Have a
Cheers.
safe drive home.
Thank you.
So with the outright battle for the championship in limbo, we wanted to also have a look at what else was going on around the field. So here's what Kaz found out at the lunchtime service.
Oh, Rotary's not looking so good. What are the conditions like out there?
Probably the roughest rally I've ever done.
Yep.
Big rocks, half the size of wheel being torn out of corners, maybe from cutting or maybe they're just there.
Yep.
Some very big holes which have probably been filled before the rally start, but now that the cars have gone over it, swept the roads, it's destroyed the car.
That's no good. So you're out for the day, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, that's no good. I'm sorry to hear that. That aside, let's go back to when you started. How was the old girl going?
Oh, it was awesome. Coming from Badenoch, I had pretty high confidence in the car. At Badenoch, the car, everything worked. It was 100%. And then coming here, I got onto the rough stages and the loose stuff, and it just
Turned. Thanks for chatting to us, and enjoy the rest of the day. Have
Thank
a beer. Too. So how's the silly car going?
The silly car is going all right, probably better than we thought. We did some massive changes since the last rally. We put fuel injection on it, and we sort of didn't get where we wanted to be. But we got as far best we can. We just thought, we'll just run it as is and do the best we can with what we got, and it's actually going all right. So.
Well, that's good, because the last time I spoke to you, you did tell me about all the modifications you'd made. So, when you changed the car, was it a dramatic change or?
No, it's the responsiveness and all that, but it's within the engine, so we're a fair way down on power, even from Badenoch, but but luckily here it's so dry and so loose, it's not affecting us, and it's not as bad as what we thought because it's so loose. So yeah, no, we're going right. We're enjoying it. So yeah.
Well, I look forward to seeing you at the end.
Yeah, you will.
All
Thank
right,
you.
have a good one, Clay.
Cheers.
Careful, hello.
Kaz, how you doing?
Good, thanks, Kaz. Careful of that hot exhaust.
I won't touch. I have learned that once before.
Yeah.
Ben, keep doing what you're doing.
Okay, thanks.
Try not to distract you. But,
You're right.
Are you having a good run out there?
We are. We're just taking it easy today. We had a bit of a major accident at Badenoch the last round, so we're just trying to get back into the groove. First stage was terrible. It was just wasn't happening. But the second stage was much better. And it's starting to feel good now. So
that's fantastic.
Yeah.
And has Brad shake that monkey off his back?
Well, let's get to the end.
Yeah.
Let's get to the end, then I'll come back to you.
So now that I'm officially underneath the car, can I call you Crispy?
Yeah, no problem at all.
It's bloody hot under here.
Everyone else does. You try wearing this as well.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time.
No problem at all.
My tushy's getting a little bit burnt, so I'm getting out.
Yeah, that's right. There's a knock under here. I can feel it. I can hear it and feel it. I just don't know what it is.
Just tell him, come in.
Yeah, that's it. Knock, knock. Who's there?
All right, I'll leave you to it.
Okay, cheers.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
So the competitors left running headed back out to complete what we thought would be the second of 3 loops. And well, we'll get to that in a moment. But first, let's have a look at what happened in stage 5.
200. Road goes left on crest, then right. This is it here. Then right.
Stage 5 results, and Glenn Brinkman taking out the stage win, with Ryan Smart in second, just 2 seconds behind, and a returning Ian Menzies, effectively retired from the event, but he did rejoin after repairing the car, and subsequently set a third fastest time. So after 5 stages, this is what the leaderboard looked like, with Ryan Smart leading by 28 seconds, a tight scrap for second between Jack Monkhouse and Nathan Quinn, and equal fourth, Glenn Brinkman and Clay Badenoch, a minute off the lead.
50, turning right here, stop, yep. Man, that's way out. Sorry, mate. It's all good. Keep right, then caution, keep right, then caution, earth bridge, just here.
So stage 6, and we saw a 4-second gap covering the top 4, with Ian Menzies and Eric Johnson taking out the stage win, with Glenn Brinkman 1 second behind in third, and Ryan Smart 1 second behind him in fourth. So following the end of stage 6, the competitors were advised that stage 7 had been cancelled due to a fire warning, and that stage 8 would be the last stage of the day. Last stage of the day, and Glenn Brinkman taking out the stage win in stage 8, with Ryan Smart in second and Nathan Quinn in third. So, for the overall event results, we had Ryan Smart and Hugh Reardon-Smith taking out the win for the event, with Nathan Quinn and Ray Winwood-Smith in second. Jack Monkhouse and Dale Moscat were third. And looking at the QRC outright, we had Ryan Smart and Hugh Reardon-Smith again taking out that category, with Glenn in second, alongside Harvey Smith, and Clay Badenoch and Catriona Kelly in third QRC. Two-wheel drive, we had Ryan Smart again, with Hugh Reardon-Smith. Clay Badenoch and Catriona Kelly were second two-wheel drive. Craig Aggio and Megan Benson were third two-wheel drive. And moving down the order to Clubman, we had Jamie Lawson and Daryl O'Brien taking out the win in that category, with lead novice being Marcus Connolly and Kevin O'Connor. And at last, let's have a look at who won the drivers and co-drivers titles. So, taking out the outright P3 Solutions 2019 CAMS Queensland Rally Championship was Brayden Wilson, and taking the co-drivers was Alan Steen. But they're not the only championships. Your two-wheel drive winners are Craig Aggio and Megan Benson. Your clubman winners are Dominic Corkeron and Dennis Nagel. And your novice champions, taking out the drivers, was Michelle Vanderwalk. Taking out the co-drivers was Kevin O'Connor. And last but not least, your junior co-driver champion is Blake Wilson. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This one was a long one, but I do hope you've enjoyed it, and I thank you for watching this year, and we look forward to seeing you in 2020.